Alright, welcome back to RPG Quest, and we are back one more time, hopefully for the last time, to game 240, which is Legend of Dragoon PlayStation, from what I'm assuming is the final dungeon. Hopefully it's the final dungeon. I can't see where they're going to send us from here. I mean, we're in the moon, which I, thought we'd be going up to space, but, it kind of went down to join us. And yeah, we just gotta see, who do we have left? Each character seems to have their own little flashback mini-boss scene. Only ones left, I guess, are Meru and possibly Dart. I mean, Dart was with Rose when she had her thing, so Dart would be the last one, if anything. And then, obviously, we're gonna have multiple boss fights. We're gonna have to fight the God Destruction, I'm sure. And Lloyd, I'm sure, is gonna make a comeback. I'm sure he's gonna be the final boss because totally not predictable or anything, but it's not the first JRPG we played. Super predictable ending, but a lot to go along with it. So let's get right into it. Let's get this game done so we can move on to the next game. Timer started. Perfect. We'll get to the end of like insert disc 5. It's like crap. To be continued in Legend of Dragoon 2. Alright, so just defeated Albert's mini boss dude. I got everything I need to get. Don't need any items. Items are probably full, because of course they are. 32, yeah. Enough angel prayers, 4. Alright. Onwards and outwards. Looked like it was a spot we can jump into. Alright, so where do we go from here? Yeah, the shadows, how's it going? Onwards and outwards and first. This game's not terrible, but it's definitely kind of outlived its... It's like, I just want it over now. Just let it finish. I wonder if we're gonna max out Meru's perky step by the time we finish the game. Probably not. Aw, this last attack. I know, right? It wouldn't be so bad if it was just, because there's a lot of stuff to do, a lot of like side stuff to do, and that kind of content. But no, it's basically it's a very linear game. That's one thing that like there's very little room for doing other things, right? Even the overworld is like super linear. You're stuck on a set path and you can't go off the beaten trail, kind of thing. It's just a really long linear thing. Kind of drags on. You can kind of do different things and do optional things, and hey, the length is appropriate, but yeah, it's keeps going on and on and on. It sure so. Well, I mean, all JRPGs have like some linear stuff, but I mean, there's usually a lot of branching things, little side quests. It's great when you have a JRPG that has a big open world, so you can visit these different places, but you don't have to. This game, you're kind of forced on a set path throughout the entirety of the game, which kind of makes it drag. Exactly, yeah. If they're super linear, then kind of a short and sweet experience. But when it's a super linear one that just goes on forever, kind of overstays its welcome. Daniel. Yeah, I've got to be. Each character has had kind of a little, kind of a little mini boss, like a flashback scene mini boss fight. The only one we haven't done yet. Well, there's two that we haven't done. We haven't done Meru, and Dart was with Rose during hers. So I don't know. Dart's gonna get his own. I mean, if he does, he's gonna be the last one. Maybe like when Dart meets his dad, that's considered his. But Meru still has one to encounter. This thing's got a lot of health. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be. I don't know how many hours. I mean, guesstimating it, especially considering there's be a lot of plot stuff. There's still a lot of information like why, like what happened to Shanna. Like we're gonna meet her again. We're gonna save her. The whole like Z being this powerful dude all of a sudden is there's gonna be a lot of plot dump about that. Whatever happened to Lloyd, he's obviously gonna come back and he's probably gonna end up being the final boss because of course he is. He's the Sephiroth clone here of this game. So 6 more dungeons to go. Yeah, probably. It's like a Lundra, right? Lundra was another one of those games that was like super linear. Well, it wasn't really super linear, but it just kind of overstayed its welcome because the dungeons got longer and longer and longer, and they just kept throwing some more stuff in there, and it's like, ugh. It's got some good ideas. Yeah, I don't have a spoilers thing, but no spoilers, basically, obviously. Yeah, it's got some good ideas. It's just, I don't know. Like if the world wasn't super linear, was more open, if there's more stuff to do, which obviously is part of that. If there's more stuff to do than just the basic stuff you're constantly doing in this, going from like point A to point B and fighting a bunch of stuff in the middle. The combat, I mean, once I got the other War Gods, combat became a lot more enjoyable because I didn't have to constantly hit those stupid additions to do the fights. But the constant needing to do additions there is kind of a pain. Well, I mean, it's usually implied, If somebody comes into the channel and starts, like, dropping hints and spoilers unabated, well, that's not something you want to do in a channel without asking, you know what I mean? It's just pretty much implied. It should be implied that, the streamer doesn't want spoilers unless they specifically say they do. What is that? Incredible. I cannot believe there is a palace more beautiful than the Crystal Palace. Meru's thing. That's the Palace of the Winglies. Wait till I get Legend of Dragoon. Very little way of getting off the path I am. That's the thing, linear stuff. Linear stuff, it's fun every once in a while. You just have like kind of a brainless, just go from point A to point B. As long as it's relatively short. If you're doing that for a long stretch, it drags on. That's the problem. If there's optional stuff that you don't have to do, but I'm gonna do it anyways, then it's my choice to make the game long. And of course, it's usually a diversion, right, to the main thing. So usually it's fun to do, but sometimes it's just too much. Cannot be made with human technology. Hey, Link. Call of Duty. I don't think I've seen a Call of Duty yet. I don't think what kind of ads I've been getting on Twitch lately. I usually just tune out as soon as an ad shows up. Let's go. But Path has vanished. Dang. Maru's gotta go by herself. Meru. She's got this. Meru can handle anything. This is disc 4. I'm pretty sure, like, I'm basically at the end of disc 4. I'm on the moon right now. We're going through like a bunch of mini bosses. Each character has their own kind of little flashback scene with a mini boss. And then this is actually the last one if you don't count Dart. And after that, I'm assuming I'm going towards like the final bosses of the game, but That's just what I'm assuming. What are you doing? Oops. Where is everybody? The Archangel? Why are you here? Meru, I know everything. You threw the pride of the sublime winglings away and have been with barbaric humans, haven't you? Archangel, humans are not barbaric. They have many good things, which we winglings don't have. Silence. Fine, Meru. I'll make you remember the sublime spirit of a wingly. These like relatively easy mini boss fights, because of course, you know, this game at least kind of doesn't assume that you've been using each character evenly, so they don't give you like a really tough mini boss fight that you can't handle. That would kind of suck. And it's dead. Hey Tex. On a boss fight for CD Book 2 is horrible, yeah. Wait till I get to Book 4. Yeah, some pretty brutal fights in those. It's already dead. Just do your spiel thing. Wake up, Meru. You have already seen the reality of arrogant and ignoble humans. Archangel, humans can never be ignoble creatures. They help each other when they are in trouble, even if they don't know each other. And above all, they have hopes and dreams. Silly. Humans are feeble-minded, even more than you would think. We have to rule them, or eventually they'll cease to exist. I don't think so. All the lives in this world are equal. We shouldn't rule or be ruled. Silence, Meru. Yeah, Meru can handle this. Run, Meru, run! It's an impressive attack. I guess it's gonna miss. Oh wow. Wow, that's probably designed to bring her down to 1 HP. Let's just make sure we don't get one-shotted by the next attack. I mean, it's already dead, we just have to go through the spiel anyways. Have you forgotten what we have accomplished? We have stabilized a chaotic world, and saved tribes that otherwise would be extinct. Really? Once there was 107 species, and half no longer exist. Our rule prevents the subversion of the world. That's wrong, because there were species that were stamped out during the Wingley's domination. They were meant to be extinct from the beginning. You liar, you destroyed them because they rebelled against the Wingleys. Meru, a heretic like you disturbs our ordered world. Exactly 107. Well, I mean, they're trying to revive the 108th one, which will destroy the entire world. Shut up. You are not real. You are an invented god, so they can justify themselves, Archangel. It's not true. I'm a reflection of your mind. You disdain for humans, and your mind created me. It's not true. I don't believe it. Meru, don't lie to yourself. You think you can continue to deceive yourself playing a fool like that? You fool. Don't tell me crazy things. Not this attack again. As long as she doesn't do this attack followed right afterwards with a normal attack, then we'd be screwed. What about that? Elephant's back legs aren't even touching. As long as she's guarding, she can take like one of the regular attacks. I love humans. I adore Dart, Shanna, and the others. This is real. Meru. Get out of my sight. I love humans. That's right, Meru. We didn't have a choice there. Usually it gives us a choice and we have to like choose one of two choices, and if we choose the wrong one we just have to wait a little bit longer. This time she just like, go away, okay. How did we get across? Where's the bridge? Meru, are you okay? Of course I am. Let's go. And we're just gonna be suddenly back across the bridge without still despirited in here. Put her into Dragoon form to get rid of that. Here's where the other direction would have sent us, but jeez. Please don't adjust your tubes. That's gotta be killing the bandwidth. What's going on? It's different from any part of the world I've known. Indeed, the places we have been look like places on Earth. This is a completely different world. Don't tell me. This is the core of the moon. This look is appropriate for the world of Virage Embryo, the god of destruction, to be born. Let's hurry up. If this is our destination, my dad should be heading there too. Spoopy. Hey, Kalak. Yep. Still at this. Gotta get near the end now. I mean, quite clearly near the end. Each character, not counting Dart, already had their kind of little flashback / you know, solo encounter thing. Oh, that looks like a rare. Looks like those 00 parts we fought way back then. It is 00 parts. Can get some more money here. Not that I need money at this point. It's gonna run away. Kill it with a sachet, but if there's 00 parts, maybe some other monsters that give XP or whatever. Don't want it to insta-kill us. Wait for Chrono Cross. Out of place artifact. Yeah. Chrono Cross is one of those games people either love or hate. I've never played it yet, so hopefully, I mean, it won't live up to, you know, Chrono Trigger, but nothing can, so I'll have to look at it subjectively. It's its own game. Ah. Do we have a healing breeze left? We do. Let's just use that. Gravity grabber. Yeah, exactly. That's what I hear. It's, if you look at it like subjectively, you know, without thinking about Chrono Trigger, it's supposed to be good. But if you're looking at it as expecting it as a sequel of Chrono Trigger, then yeah. Psych Druid. Hey Reg, how's it going? Your test stream done? Nice. Were you testing Kerbal Space Program, or let's put in Dragoon form so I can get rid of that D-Spirit. Hey Madrino. How's everybody's MP doing actually? Maxed out? Okay, I hadn't been using magic. Perfect! Hey Puppy Nipples. Yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take, but I can't see there being more than a couple hours left to beat this game. Maybe the game's different. Yeah, it's probably like Legend of Mana, right? Legend of Mana compared to the rest of the Mana series. There's barely anything tying together. It's a very completely different system. They basically share the name and nothing else. And there's the mana tree. Use the test. Very cool. That's a spoopy thing. Kill it with fire. Mad Skull.
Die. Demon stance.
Barely did damage. I mean, I guess it makes sense. That's probably a darkness-based enemy. Wild, nonsensical, yeah. I don't know what this guy does, but he scares me. Just murder him with psychedelic awesomeness. It's got strong physical defense, but definitely no magic defense. No, I don't want the flash haul, no. Save point. Means we're going to have another boss encounter. Maybe Dart's kind of flashback sequence. And or Zieg. I imagine Zieg would be like considered Dart's flashback thing. It's like Dart's town, so... My world, my future, my heart. Who is it? My world, my future, my heart. He's talking directly to our minds. Dart. Oh no. Is it Shanna? Leave her there. Because that's like the JRPG routine, right? You either have to go to space or another dimension at the end of the game, right? You gotta have something that's like outworldly, if you will. You always have to be fighting a god of some kind at the end of the game. That's pretty much like a given. You're always fighting some sort of either some human that turned into a god, into a corrupted god, or god themselves. Because, you know, what else are you going to fight that's more powerful than anything else you've fought? What is this? It's a super Virage. I guess he's acting as a gatekeeper to protect the god of destruction. I don't care what is waiting for us. Super Virage. Yeah! Yay, boss time. It's better than a normal Virage, a Super Virage. That's a big boy. Hoping it's not immune to attacks of the beginning. It's got 3 parts. Well, there's 7 humans, though. Only 3 of them are joining in the fight, though, because, you know, reasons. Jeez. That was a casual 10,000 damage. Killed something. Done pissed them off. Alright, he's absorbing the planets. This is gonna hurt. Great, he's attacking us with the universe. With the galaxy. Miss. I love when things just miss. Okay, so the head and body are left. I want to use special, but I don't.
Die.
Those legendary casks are way too OP in this game.
Demon stance.
Like, magic basically becomes useless against you. It's great.
Yes.
Good try, good try. This is ground, yeah. Pretty much right. So use these items. Yeah. I mean, obviously, considering how little they give you money in this game, it basically requires grinding to get them. But, you know, it's pretty rare the game lets you buy the ultimate gear. Most of the time, in most games, you have to find, you know, it's like hidden away somewhere in an optional area or whatever. This game, you just say, alright, just go buy some.
Yes. Go.
Head's almost dead.
Die.
Rose, you're supposed to be hitting the head, not that head.
Demon stance.
Yeah, but considering, you know, how late it was getting, and like I knew we'd be fighting at least a couple more boss fights and probably a whole lot of plot dump. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to finish this tonight. Games usually don't just hand you the end. Yeah.
Turkey step.
Turkey step. This thing not attacking, are we like really that much faster than it? Ah, these casks, man. These casks are way too good. Let's just throw a heal on more on Rose than anything. Well, considering the clothes she's wearing, she's extra perky when she's out in the snowfields. Rainbow breath. I think if I didn't grind, I could probably get 2 of them. I mean, right now, I bought a bunch of stuff recently, but I still had enough money to probably buy a second one if I didn't grind. Because I probably have enough money. If I did a little bit more grinding, I'd have enough money to buy a third. And I did buy an Ultimate War God as well. I did a little bit of grinding for that one, but if I didn't buy the Ultimate War God and just got the free one, that was it. And of course, spend my money on legendary casks instead. I could have at least bought 2 of them, I think.
Die. Demon stance.
This thing's not super impressive for a Mega Barrage or whatever. It's gonna hurt us. It's slightly painful. That was definitely painful for Rose. Ouch. Somehow survived though. Yeah, it's a little too easy with the casks for sure. Kind of wish I had a third one though for Rose. I mean, Rose is basically an example of what would be happening without a legendary cast. She's got a magic hat, which increases her magic resistance. She's got a decent amount of built-in magic resistance, and she's taking a wallop of damage here. So, was Super Virage that we defeated in reality, Shanna? Or in reality, Shanna? I don't think so. Why are you so sure? Well, or we will. Alright, pull yourself together. Let's go. Save again. Heal up a Rose before we save. It's not a good one to heal up Rose with. Right, just a physical attack. As long as it doesn't do an insta-kill attack on us. Oh, here, I can just use my 6 stone. It's time to heal up. It's kind of weird they're giving us these guys that can heal at this point. I'm curious if we can still just do 1 damage to these guys. Yeah. Yeah, it would be nice. I mean, you know, the game lets you heal anywhere by just guarding all the time, but that does kind of slow down the combat a lot because you just have to spend the whole battle just guarding and guarding and guarding and guarding. It takes you like 5 minutes to heal up to full, which is a pain in the ass. Yeah, I think so, because at this point, I mean, I'm pretty sure nobody would need money at this point, unless there's another shop past this. You'd have to go back to the last shop to spend money. And it's nothing like super expensive in those shops. I mean, there's some armor and stuff that was worth $800 a pop, but you know, if the shop was selling like legendary casks and stuff like that, maybe. But overall, yeah. I mean, you can't do more than 1 damage a hit, no matter how powerful you are, and it can insta-shot you, so. Yeah. Well, that part doesn't really matter too much. The main thing would be the whole insta-kill thing. Yeah, you're full health. Not anymore. You're at 1 HP now. Enjoy. This Rose has some health now. Some magic back in Meru. Where's my magic ring? God, I wish there was an easy way of sorting this stuff. There. I mean, I can sort, but... Oh wow. Actually missed Rose, that's a rarity.
Yes. Go.
Let's just use the magic Sig Stone on this guy. One thing about the game, I mean, I don't think I would put it as a 5 out of 5 because, I mean, the whole extremely linear part of it, you know, traveling around the world is a pain in the ass, especially when you want to revisit places. You have to constantly go through areas. You have to like travel through an area, like a dungeon or whatever, just to get from one end to the other every time you go back and forth. Just the fact that there's basically no side quests. I mean, there's some minor stuff, but nothing super exciting. The combat, I mean, if it wasn't for these Ultimate War Gods, combat would be a lot more annoying. So probably a 4 would be where I'd place it right now. I mean, I can't see that changing in the next, you know, towards the end of the game, but it's still a very playable game. It's not a game I would have minded getting back in the PS1 era, but there's definitely a lot. It's competing with a lot of high quality games of this era. So, not terrible in any way. Alright, just got our magic back. You can get a natural. Right, she can get counterattacked with her ultimate attack. It's a good thing that Dart doesn't get counterattacked. Well, I mean, it's got some original ideas, but I mean, it's definitely Final Fantasy VII clone. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that is heavily inspired from Final Fantasy VII. There's no doubt about it. But it also does a lot of unique stuff. But overall, I don't know. It's got enough to be its own thing. And it's not forgettable or anything like that. It's not just one of those games I'll play it and then a month later I won't remember anything about it. But it could have been better in a lot of ways. Still not terrible. And when they get a counterattack in the middle of like 2 squares going like that, you can't hit them. Not possible. It's quite clear that I cannot get counterattack with this. Unless it's something to do with the Soul Sword. Maybe the Soul Sword keeps me from getting counterattack. It's either the combo itself or the Soul Sword that does that. The Soul Link, or whatever the hell it's called. Alright, just got our magic back, got our health mostly back. Do I really need Mary with... I don't think I really need the Ultimate War God on Mary. It's not like I'm going to be maxing out her addition anymore, and she doesn't do that much damage with it anyways. In boss fights, I'm going to be using her to, you know, I'll keep it until the next, or when we're getting close to the next boss. Because we're not going to be using this during a boss fight. So maybe I'll give her something that like boosts her magic attack or something. Make a list of the 10 essentials. Well, I mean, I have my list of like games I've given 5 stars to. That's of course all the games up to this point, but I mean, easy to see which ones of those were PS1 games. You have obviously the Final Fantasies are great games. You have stuff like, you know, Wild Arms games were great games, and Grandia was good. Suikoden games were great. Lunar. Mega Man Legends. We actually got Mega Man Legends 2 coming up soon. I'm looking forward to that one. There's definitely some fantastic. Oh yeah, Castlevania. Castlevania is like definitely one of the best action RPGs in the system by far. I hope so. If Breath of Fire is 4 stars, it'll be the first Breath of Fire game that's more than 3 stars in a while. Let's see Might and Magic 2 in the list. Might and Magic 2 was okay. I've never been a huge fan of CRPGs, so CRPGs are just never really my thing. I mean, yeah, they're enjoyable. I mean, they're really good if you like just taking a lot of notes, drawing maps and stuff, which is definitely satisfying in some ways, but yeah, tends to drag on. As long as it's better than 3. 3 I didn't really like, so yeah, let's give her back her. It's probably, yeah, I was gonna say, if I don't give the Ultimate War God to Meru, I'm not gonna give it to Dart, because with the Soul Eater, I'm gonna take damage every turn. I can't have that happen, so I need the Therapy Ring just to counteract the Soul Eater. Of course, I can not equip the Soul Eater, but I do a lot less damage. Well, I mean, everybody's opinion is different, obviously, but for me, it's just a combination of like the forced mini games and the forced character usage throughout the game. Kind of soured my experience on that game. It's also why I didn't like 2 as well. 2 had a lot of forced character usage. Like here's a party size limit of 3. You have 1 character that always has to be in your party, the main hero, which is standard in most of these games. This game has that too. But then the rest of your party, yeah, you're always going to have this one special character you're going to need for this dungeon, because every dungeon's got a gimmick that you need that one character that can traverse through that dungeon. So it leaves you one character you can use. Fetch quest chain, yeah. Got all those fetch quest chains too. Another save point? Man, we're really doling out these save points, which means we're probably going right into another boss fight. Yeah, the plot is a little better than your standard JRPGs, that's for sure. It's a little different. Yeah, see, minigames, and that's the biggest pain in the ass in Breath of Fire 3 is the minigames. Detonate arrow. Here's something I'll never use. "97 attack can't..." Oh, I read that as "can't attack at all." I was like, why the hell would I want this? An AoE attack? I mean, you can't use additions, but... Yeah, your Valkyrie profile is going to be a really good one, so looking forward to that one for sure. Hey, Mary. You see, you got his real bad, like cardboard? Was it like delivery, or was it like frozen pizza, aka cardboard in a box? Delivery pizza that tastes like cardboard? That sucks. Guess you're never getting delivery from that place again. Shanna! Damn it. Give me back my Dragoon spirit. Sieg! You don't deserve to use spirits. We gotta kill Zieg. You say you've eaten after this. Oh no, the red-eyed dragon still recognizes you. This is the truth. No, it's like I use my dragon form anyways. The annihilation of the world that is about to occur is the truth as well. Dad, stop it. Power is not generated for that. Star chain, oh yeah. Now, there are some mom-and-pop shops that are good, but there's also a whole bunch that are absolute crap. Everything was born to die. It's the same for spirits or the world. Learn through your body. Stop! Yeah, you would think. I guess we can't turn into dragoons. I can't use my special with Meru. Like it really matters if Dart can't turn into a dragoon. Psych bomb. Yeah, but when I think Germany, I don't really think of like pizza. I can imagine there's not a huge amount of great pizza places in Germany. Zigbel.
Yes.
Wow, great start. Did I even do damage there? What's wrong with you, Dart? You're so pathetically weak. Dart just can't do damage. It's gonna miss. Pulling it now. Yep. God, this legendary cast is too strong. We got the schnitzel. Miss. He hit her? How rude.
Die. Demons dance.
Demons dance. Let's see. He's fire-based. Do we have any frozen jet? Yeah. Get rid of some of this crappy item stuff. Five damage.
Yes. Touch. Go. Touch.
Not the dragon. Yep, kicking my dad's ass. He's not doing any damage to us, so... Probably gonna hurt Rose, though, with this attack. Ooh, yeah. That's pretty painful for Rose. Ew, this is gonna hurt. Physical attacks and Meru don't go well together either. Ooh. 4 HP, wow. That was close. Alright, Tex. Have fun watching the end of Shining Force Book 2. Yeah, Dart is basically invulnerable. Dart's OP. Hey, Hawkman. Yeah, I was kind of getting tired too. It's just I figured, you know, there's probably gonna be a whole bunch of plot exposition. There's gonna be multiple bosses. I mean, so far this is like the third boss I fought since I started the stream. I think I'd have more than an hour left in me yesterday, and well, it's been an hour now, so like we're obviously gonna have to defeat the God of Destruction because he's obviously gonna get revived after this fight. That's kind of like an obvious JRPG trope there. Then we're gonna have to. Lloyd is probably gonna show back up, and he's gonna end up being the final boss, of course, because we haven't seen Lloyd in forever, so it's obviously gonna be coming back. And like, hey, surprise! I'm still alive. I'm actually the final boss. Dun dun dun. Chekhov's God of Destruction. Yeah. Yeah. They're connecting to web proxy service. Castlevania. Fantastic game, that one. Castlevania, oh yeah. That was actually fairly early in the PS1 library. I remember getting like 2 Chrysogrims in the end of that game. Man, once you get one of those, the game becomes easy mode. When you get 2 of them, yeah. I only had one boss that I had a problem with when I had those 2 Chrysogrims. So awesome.
Yes.
Damn it. It's a little bit of water damage. I don't remember the boss. Been too long since I played the game. Use mode is Iron Shield with Rod. I think I would combine those, but it's funny how I got like a second Chrysogrim like almost right after getting the first one. It's just like dual wielding Chrysogrims in that game. Like, whoa. You might as well just hand over the game on the silver platter at that point. Oh, probably. All I remember is really enjoying that game, so I'm looking forward to the Game Boy Advance Castlevania games. Shield sends out 2 huge swords, cleaves everything in front of you. Oh yeah? I don't think I ever got the Iron Shield, so they sound pretty strong though. Mario and Luigi games, yeah. It'd be nice if we got more Mario and Luigi games, but that's not gonna happen now. Yep. Rip off a dream indeed. Are we there yet?
Yes. Go.
God, I really suck with getting this combo down. Oh, there we go. He's dead anyways. Probably. I'm sure it had something to do with them. Be nice to get like a Mario and Luigi like remaster for the Switch or something. Time has come. I no longer need this flesh. Oh my god, God Destruction can get revived. I thought we'd be able to stop him in time. Said nobody ever. Whoa. Melbuframa. Ooh. Melbuframa. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Google API there. But maybe it's overloaded or something. I don't know. Yeah, that guy. Remember Mobile Frama? I don't remember him. Kind of vaguely remember the name, but I don't remember from what. I mentioned like in passing at some point in the game, and the famous Melbuframa, supreme leader of the Winglies. Okay, and he's the supreme leader of the Winglies. Been waiting for this moment for over 10,000 years. Why? He must have been defeated by Zieg. Yep, apparently he's famous. It's true that the sword of that man penetrated me. But what vanished is only my flesh. I cast a petrifying spell on the man. At the same time, it transmigrated my soul to the spirit. The sublime soul is immortal. How long have you been manipulating my dad? At that moment, I re-entered the light. First light after 11,000 years. And the black monster came to Neat. A foolish soul tried to release the power of the Dragoon without knowing I was waiting for that moment. Melbuframa is kind of a big deal. I know, right? Man, so disappointed I wasn't aware of Melbuframa. Everybody knows Melbuframa is like, you know, it's the Melbuframa, not a Melbuframa. I think we're all neats. So it was then. I was released from the spirit and revived, in order to obtain an eternal body that is proper for an immortal soul. I mean, it must have been when I was in the Wingley town. It was probably mentioned in passing about him being like, I don't know, the leader of the Wingleys, or I'm guessing at some point, but just in passing, like, not like is any sort of major character in the plot or anything. I'm becoming a god. Shanna, no! Great. Tentacle monster. Well, it looks kind of final boss-ish. I still haven't seen Lloyd, so Lloyd's gonna... We're probably gonna fight this guy, and then, like, we're gonna get our asses kicked, and then Lloyd's gonna come in and save us last minute, and Lloyd's gonna be, you know, stabbed in the back by this thing, and then he's gonna turn to, like, you know, the final boss. Calling it now. Is he merging with the Raj Embryo? Is he going to be the god instead of Shanna? You're right. I obtained the flesh of the god of destruction. I am the god himself. My god, don't make me laugh. Huh? There's Lloyd. Hi, Lloyd. I'm just talking about you. Lloyd, you're alive. Let's drink here as we can. You gonna do medicine? You be a doctor? Awesome. Well, considering, you know, medicine and IT are pretty much merging anyways as fields. You can have like a robotic arm do the surgery. Oh, you're alive. I cannot die if the wrong god's still around. There's no space for you in my utopia. You're fighting as Lloyd? In. It scares me how, like, how it's easy to predict these things. I mean, it is a JRPG, so... We're fighting as Dart and Lloyd. Double Frama. Forgot her supernatural spirit and pursued your own interest. Unforgivable. Destroy yourself and preserve my vision. Ah! It's using the spirit bomb. 1 damage. You bother some dragonfly, it's annoying. Crash! Wow! It's just totally Dragon Ball through and through. Hey, look at that, Lloyd died. You know, like, I don't know, this is just so overly predictable. What, I'm getting experience from that? She's going curling. Yeah. What is this? This is the Dragoon spirit of the Divine Dragon and the Dragon Buster. Yeah, we get a Dragon Buster and a Dragoon spirit. Are you here to give us this? Don't get conceited. I just ended up here while I was pursuing my own ideal. Yeah, right. His birth will be the death of the world. Hurry up, stop him. Whoa! Farewell, people who confront the fate of Soa. Hi Lloyd, bye Lloyd. I figured he'd have a little more of a part. I think he would just come in just to die. Like, oh yeah, we forgot to write a part for Lloyd in here. Let's just kill him off at the end. Or Dragoon, Divine Dragoon Spirit, Dragon Buster. Right. Boring death, yeah. It definitely feels like they, like in last minute, they're like, oh crap, we forgot to write Lloyd in. What are we gonna do with him? Like, it's like, oh crap, you're right. Just have him do this tragic death thing at the end. All right, good. Everybody's got full heal and everything else. Got Dragon Buster. I'm assuming he's gonna be stronger than the Soul Leader. Can I not equip Dragon Buster? Dragon Buster, where are you? Assuming it's a weapon for Dart. The dragon for weapon for Rose. I guess Rose is required in this fight, considering you can use the Dragon Buster. I should give the... Considering, you know, Rose is going to be using this super weapon, it'd be a good idea to give Rose the legendary cask from Dart. Let's give Dart a... Find Night Helm just temporarily. Cask. Do you have any better boots for her than the soft boots? I don't have any boots. Well, I mean, he was evil for a bit and then is like kind of misunderstood and he saved us and then he went away and then, I don't know. I only have a pair of dancer's shoes for Meru. I'd rather have Meru have them. Although, no, she's got some pretty good base speed. Yeah, might be a good idea to have Rose have them because, I mean, she's probably gonna do more damage anyways. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, what do we got for him? Magical hat. More magic defense. And for Meru, I mean, Ultimate Warrior is kind of weak pointless here. See if I can give something that gives her a lot of magic attack. Magic attack, magic attack, magic attack. No accessories that increase magic attack? That sucks. So I can just do like more damage with the or Dancer's Ring, there we go. So yeah, I mean most main heroes in RPGs are pretty generic. That's by design, you know, they always want to have the player kind of put themselves in the hero's place. Because, you know, everybody in Japan has spiky blonde hair. So, you know, it's obvious. Dad. I'm assuming... Do I have the Dragoon Spirit? The Divine Dragon Spirit on me, I'm assuming? How do I even find out status? Yeah, Divine Dragon Ball and Divine Dragon Cannon. 50 MP each. He's got 150 MP now, but he didn't actually... Let's get our MP back here. Yeah, I'm assuming that happened when he got the new Dragoon Spirit. Shanna, wait for me a little. Meru. I was gonna give you a little tour, but I ended up coming all the way here. But I was right. I was right in following Dart. I realized it. In this world, there's lots of people living lots of thoughts. But there's lots of fights, but there's happiness and joy as well. This is such an awesome world. I won't let him destroy it. I'm totally ready to go. Is there like a save point or anything here? No. Only. Kongo is blocking our path. We've been together since the moon gem was taken and Lavitz passed away. We have fought, laughed, cried, and walked together all the way here. But we have to end the walk here. For the sake of the goal that led us here. Yeah, every single MC is always androgynous. For the sake of all living creatures, now let's go. What the? Oh. Like, I thought Rose was standing up and was like, how come I'm going through her body but no, she's kneeling down? Rose, are you ready? Yes, anytime. Should be every character. Dart, looked just like me when I was young. Did you notice? I don't understand my daughter's pain at all. That's why I dragged it around till now. Shanna is the chosen girl, has the soul to destroy the world. When she discovered it, nobody but Shanna suffered as much. When Shanna comes around, I don't know where we will be. But I know one thing, you're the only one who can ease Shanna's pain. It won't be realized, unless we stop the winglings who want to be a god. Now, let's finish it up. I'll pound my secret art into his fat belly. When I decided to go with you, Queen Teresa told me to learn the meaning of the fate that Soa gave us. This is what I think. Fate belongs to those who are living. We can destroy the fate that somebody else made up. And this is the moment. Dart, let's do it. Stop them for all living creatures and their fate. Yeah, well, it's not as bad as like Wild Arms 2. It seems like it gets worse as you go along, but when Wild Arms 2 just kind of falls off a cliff at certain points. Especially towards like when you get to Disc 2, it just plummets. But you know, it's still clunky in some ways for sure. Emperor Noel would often say, to make a world where all species are equal, a strong leader is needed. And he's very verbose there. Kongo usually just doesn't speak as eloquently as that normally. But Kongo knows, anybody can make a world where all species are equal. Even you are not Dragoon. Gigantos, human, Minotaurs, Winglies, anybody. Anybody having the feeling can do. But Kongo found out. Anybody can destroy World 2. Gigantos, human, Winglies, Gons, anybody. Especially the god part. Kongo found out one more thing. We can stop him. Dragoons can save the world. Kongo, hero of Gigantos. Kongo doesn't fear God. Well, considering you're the last Gigantos, well, I guess you're not the last, but... We can stop him. Dragoons can save the world. You can go back. Give me just a Congo. You know, other than the one fight I was forced to use them in, I never used them at all. Let's go back and save. That's nice. Okay, I used them for that one fight and that's it. Never anyone, never before, never since. It is easy. How's it going? You're back. Welcome back. You people showed up in nowhere, kid up the queen, just be assholes. Yeah, that's pretty much every RPG plot in a nutshell. Yep. These sub badges. And the hell of it, Alliance Alive, wow. Be nice to get to some of the newer stuff. One day I'll get to the Switch when I'm, you know, retired, I guess, at that point. Hey, Demonic. This 15 is more like a boy band. Yeah. We need to prepare. Let's go. Our last battle. Alright, he's saying this is the last battle, so it's totally not going to be, you know, a 5-part battle. Let's go. Our last battle. Da da da. Do this. Yeah, like I'm assuming it's gonna be 50 Stardust needed, so I'm assuming I'm missing 2, and I wouldn't even know where to even start looking for those 2, so it's like, screw that. Those tentacles are going off screen there. I've acquired all. Immortality. The ultimate power. I am the god who purifies the world. Think of all the time you can devote to RPG quests during your retirement. I know, right? It took 3 years to develop, over 100 staff members. Wow. Yeah, but I wonder how much of the 16 million was for advertising, because I think they went pretty heavy with like TV advertising and that for this game. So that's probably a pretty big chunk of the money. Sephiroth Magitech, thank you so much for the continued support. 10 months, it's awesome. I think 2 are missable permanently? Possibly. I don't even know where. I'm thinking the boat ones? No, because you can still go back on the boat after. Still go back on the boat even after doing the whole boat sequence. You can go inside the boat, so there was some on the boat. Other than that, I don't know. I don't remember where I got most of the other ones. Well, 16 million doesn't sound like much nowadays, but back in, you know, 2000, that's a pretty good chunk of change to spend on a game. Okay, 7 scored with 45 million. Yeah, Square threw everything there is to throw at Final Fantasy 7. Obviously it paid off, but I wonder what the budget of Shadow Madness was. Like 1 million, if that. Town tell us I want to buy the tombstone. I think I vaguely remember picking one up at the tombstone, so I think I got that one. But death to those who rebel against the fate, death to all life, and may your death bless this new world to which I shall descend. We won't let you. We're the Dragoons. We're ready to fight against fate. We're only gonna fight with 3 of us. The other guys are just gonna stand behind and just, you know, watch. Let's go. Sounds like a very happy boss music. Doesn't sound like final boss music. It just sounds too happy to be final boss music. This thing's probably gonna have multiple forms, right? So Well, there is a lot of tentacles here, so might still be a good idea to use our Psych Bomb X right off the bat. I can always reload if all else fails. So there's like 5 parts here. It's not Sephiroth's final form, yeah. Not Sephiroth died, apparently. That came over and just died, so this guy, I don't know, it's just some random dude that showed up. It's like, hey guys, you haven't heard about me, but I'm this dude. It's like, alright.
Die.
Yeah, Psychedelic Bomb X is OP as hell. And it does less damage than I expected. Something called a Dragon Killer. I guess this isn't a dragon, so...
Yes. Go.
What kind of attacks does it do? That took 0 damage. Surprised none of that missed anybody, but...
Die.
I respect that deep dragon lore.
Demon's dance.
Let's try my Dragoon form actually, but I'm sure this guy's gonna have multiple forms, so I don't want to waste my Dragoon forms until, you know, he uses his 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, or 5th form or whatever.
Yes. Go.
So far his attacks are not exactly... Oh, he only had 1 attack. It's not exactly scary or anything. Oh, it's the first one. Get the 3rd one.
Die.
Right for silver, yeah.
Demon's dance.
Well, all the buffs in this game are like 3 turns only. I can throw one on Rose, but again, I don't want to use them because they're used up for like the 3 turns, and then you can't use them again in the battle because they're 1 time per battle thing. And I'm sure this guy's gonna have multiple forms because his first form right now is a joke. So I kind of want to make sure I save things that, you know, make me strong. The only reason I use the Pandora Bomb X is to get rid of those tentacles. I keep missing. I can't do more than 3 attacks. Hello? Ow. Is this considered magic, or is that considered physical attack? Assuming that was magic, assuming she missed that.
Fools.
Crap. Alright. That was weird, but...
Die. Demon's dance.
Slipper is someone lost in trouble opinion better than all of them? Wow. How much did they pay him for that? Let's pay this guy a lot of cash.
Yes. Go.
Just heal up a bit here. So far he's not super fast, he's not doing like any majorly painful attacks. He's just using magic. I'm assuming this is just regular magic here. Not bad at all. They attack the one person who doesn't have the legendary cask. So that can hurt. Let's get some more Dragoon. See, I didn't have any practice with her combos, so trying to do it by hand now is not easy.
Die.
Final Fantasy VIII was good, though.
Demon
A lot of fun.
Stance.
One of the best card games ever. Can't get past 3. Lift him up. Oop. So switching forms. So I guess the first form is just like a timed form? Or did we have to kill him in a certain amount of time? First generation. Second form. And we're like in space now. Music doesn't change. Cool. Still call him Overwhelming. He still only has one part.
Die.
I know my JRPG is gonna have at least 3 parts, or 3 forms.
Demon Stance.
Yeah, but I didn't even attack him on the second time. Like I healed up with Dart and suddenly he changed forms. It's like I figured maybe because he had his turn, since I had done damage to the previous, like during his previous turn, he ended up switching forms because I did enough damage, even though I didn't do damage to him at that instant. You know what I mean? I can't hit those combos.
Die.
He hasn't attacked in this form yet, which is always scary. I still have a lot of like healing items and magic restore items and stuff like that, so I'm definitely not too worried. Unless he starts doing insta-death things, that's where it really sucks. Ooh, 124 damage. Not very impressed with this guy. I'm waiting for his penultimate form before switching Dart to his Dragoon form.
Die.
I can get,
Demon Stance.
it'd be nice to use special, but it's not nice to use special, because then everybody's stuck in Dragoon form. I don't want Mary to go in Dragoon form, because... Actually, I shouldn't even get more SP with her until, because if I turn her in Dragoon form to cast heal, she's stuck in that form until she runs out of Dragoon form, so...
Yes. Go.
Wow, this guy is not impressive in the second form. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry, I take it back. I guess we have to... Dart's been sucked in now, we gotta like break him out. I can't target him, so... Does he use Dart now as a... Turns out Divine Dragon form. Yeah, probably, right?
Die.
There it is, ammo.
Demon Stance.
So we just have to do a certain amount of damage. Which we won't be able to do with her. At least he took the one person who doesn't have a legendary cask. This seems to be all magic based for these attacks, which is good.
Die.
I don't know what's going on with this script today.
Demon's Dance.
It shouldn't be, but maybe they're having some issues today for some reason. Because it works like every second attempt for some reason. Oh, almost had it. Almost the full combo.
Die.
Which still does no damage with it.
Demon's Dance.
Missed me. Ow. That hurt. Yeah, apparently dart is ammo. So note to self, guard. I don't want to do this form just yet. Let's imagine Dart's special form is probably really good here, but I want to wait till he turns at least one more form. I've got an Ultimate War God on Rose. Ultimate War God will do all the QTEs automatically, full damage. It's a really, really good accessory. It's super OP.
Die.
That's why you don't see the squares showing up too.
Demon's Dance.
Ugh.
51 damage. Still blue.
Die.
I mean, other than that attack he did with Dart there,
Dance.
he hasn't been hard so far. Now that we know what he does with that, as long as I keep everybody on guard, and Dart's at full health when he sucks him in, assuming he sucks in Dart, we should be fine. Oh, Meru's dead again. Sorry, Meru. It's definitely not going to survive this one, unless we have to do X amount of damage. If we do enough damage, she'll like get spit out automatically.
Die. Demon's Dance.
Yes. Go.
Ow.
Die. Demon's Dance. Die.
I'm assuming it is, yeah. I mean, he's got multiple forms, so
Demon's Dance.
it's got to be the final boss. Both survived that? Nice. Oh, this is yellow now. Getting closer.
Die.
Alright, next time Dart has a turn, I'll use my special. Alright, let's check out this ultimate Dragoon form. Fancy looking. He does look pretty badass, I gotta say. Looks like the psychedelic bomb. Strength all, 100% strength single. Obvious choice is obvious. Organic cannon. Okay, we could put up the volume of the voice clip there a little more. I could barely hear it. You guys probably can't hear it at all. Play Digimon again, please. No, I've had enough pooping simulators for a lifetime. 2000? Yeah, it's not that great. The later Digimon games are probably quite a bit better. The first one, not so much. Visualization is really shitty, yeah. Second generation, next form. Third form. I wonder how many forms he has. Third generation. Wait, just like skip a generation altogether? Or is that going from the second generation to the third generation? This just sounds like it says final form. It's from like the music. Why is there no sound effects for these? I think it'd be like, you know, sound effects of these things kind of vaulting up and lightning striking. For Neptunia, yeah. Fourth generation. Why are we going through all these generations? We like suddenly go through like 5 generations in a shot. Yeah, this looks like a final form. Yeah, this is definitely a final form. And it goes back to this music. Why can't the kids just keep the music that was in the cutscene? That music sounds a lot more epic than this thing here. This music just sounds too happy. So I got one. This looks very final to me. I don't know, he's got like space elements into him. Looks like some sort of different dimension thing. Looks like a reject Panzer Dragoon boss. It does, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, it depends a lot on the original writing too, I guess. This guy's probably got a nasty attack. Badoosh. Doesn't really have any super strong attacks. Might as well just use Dark Dragon. I know, right? Gotta have these long summons. Does that even do any damage?
Freezing rain.
Yeah. Don't say that. Now he's gonna do some super long attack that's just gonna miss everybody. You know, it looks like it totally hit them. Alright, let's use my last bit of magic. I'll have to use a magic moon serenade once we get out of Dragoon form. Clear and sunlight simulates a mutation of the codes, yeah. But our attacks aren't quick, but still yellow. I mean, I'm assuming he's gonna be yellow until. Considering we have him basically at halfway point, maybe he does have one more form. Because we only have him at like between 1/2 and 1/4. I think red is when they get to 1/4. Did nothing. Oh, great. I guess that wasn't the final form. The 5th generation. What's it gonna have now? Now we're in grasslands. such fantasy imagery. We get 6th generation is gonna be like humans and, you know, intelligent life. Sixth generation. Yep. Civilization. We're now playing Civilization. And we'll be back to that super happy boss music, which is absolute crap. It just doesn't fit the final boss. See, this music wouldn't be so bad. It sounds like epic boss music. Oh, I thought that was the boss. It's like, hey, what? We're fighting ourselves now? And now we're back to that happy music, aren't we? God damn it. This music just doesn't fit the damn theme. Stop it, game. Alright, so is this the final form? I mean, we're already at civilization, like, where could we go from there? 7th generation selfies are created.
Freezing rain.
Hey, Takata. The final boss, that's what it is. I'm assuming it's the final boss. I mean, we're already... Was it the 4th form now? Might have one more. Freezing cream. Better than Rainbow Breast. I mean... It's got a magic attack. It's going into some sort of cocoon. Starts probably gonna hurt here. I love those attacks that like obviously do something to you, but it misses. Those are just the best. Just get a full attack of that, but that was pretty good damage actually. Especially if I got a full combo with that, that would have been really good. Might as well use Rainbow Breath on my way out of Dragoon form here. Sure everybody's fully healed before coming out of Dragoon form. Alright. We got some SP again, so we can do another Dragoon form attack. Oh, he's in red status. He's almost dead. So far, I gotta say, this boss fight is pretty easy. Famous last words, right? He's only done one attack in this form. Who knows what he can throw out at us? If I have an attack that like insta-kills everybody. We have to have like at least one person equipped with like a anti-insta-kill item or something. Or you know, he's just gonna do an attack that just misses us. That's one thing too. Oh come on! Horrible in that one. Yeah, it seems pretty easy so far. I mean, obviously there's that optional boss, which we never able to get the Vanishing Stone to kill. What the hell was his name? Wrote it down. Yeah, Faust. The Vanishing Stone, which we never got to be able to attack him. Alright, let's get our magic back just in case. Just a magic attack, a generic magic attack. No. It's probably gonna hurt Rose though. Hopefully it misses. No. Guess she's with legendary cask. Still doesn't take much damage.
Die.
Skip over him. But we did go through a whole bunch of generations that seemed to not happen, so... I mean, it didn't seem like I did that much damage that I could have skipped over generations, but maybe I did. Maybe you need a certain amount of time plus a certain amount of damage. So if you hit that certain amount of time, it changes generations. But if you already did enough damage, it just skips it. Because we're... what is this, like the 6th generation? We've only seen 4 forms. So, definitely had 2 generations that seem to skip over. Lava spewing pyramid made of bones. Yeah, it seems like something right out of a heavy metal cover art. That thing was skipped. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yes. Go.
Bit of SP. These attacks aren't exactly strong.
Die.
Love how she's like hitting nothing.
Demons dance.
Demons dance. It's a new attack. It's gonna be insta-kill. It's another one of those stupid insta-kill things. Ugh. Please miss. Oh, alright. I thought that'd be an insta-kill thing. I've seen one of those where they turn to a photograph or whatever, and that is insta-kill, so...
Yes. Go.
Just in case. It's gonna turn into Dragoon mode, but like, she does more damage out of Dragoon mode than she does in Dragoon mode. Dart though, I'll switch into Dragoon. Get like 1 attack in. One of those dragon cannons is probably enough to finish the boss up, I'm betting. He's stuck with his starter attacks, yeah. I'm sure he probably has some nasty attack that he's not using. Like the second form where he like sucked one of us up and shot us out at another person. I mean, that was a pretty nasty one. Oh yeah, well, it's like most JRPGs that have secret bosses. Of course, the secret boss is always going to be more powerful than the final boss. That's the point. You wouldn't want a secret boss that's weaker. Oh, he's got like a zombie arm thing. Divine Dragon Cannon! Had to repeat that because nobody heard that. Oh, he's got some sort of like Borg thing going on the left side of his face. New attack. Oh, AoE time. Another form? I'm assuming it's a... No, what's it doing now? This is scary. Sounds like it looks like it's going to another form. It's absorbing the Dragoons or something. Dragoons attack and defense. Oh, okay, god. It's a good thing we're not in Dragoon form. Alright, so no turning into Dragoon form, I guess. In most boss fights it is. I mean, in early games Dragoon form is really powerful, but in later game you do more damage in your human form. You can use items. You don't have to worry about not being able to get out of Dragoon form. In general, it's better to keep your SP low than keeping it high, because as soon as you go into Dragoon form, you're stuck there until you get out of it. It's horrible. Oh, they're just called monsters.
Die. Demons dance.
Uh-oh. Oh, god damn it. Alright, so I was scared about the boss instead of killing us, but apparently those things are the things I have to worry about. Frickin' hell. Bullshits. Alright, let's just attack the boss, screw those things. The boss is gonna be getting close.
Die. Demons dance.
Impersonating? What? God damn it. Wait, do we... How do we... Can't attack it. Anyone in addition? What are you talking about for Rose? Rose has got the Ultimate War God. She's got full additions. How do we... How do we get rid of the impersonation? Is it just like a time thing? I can't target the enemy. Ooh. Oh. Rose disappeared, so must have killed them. GG, hopefully. I didn't turn to Dragoon form. How did this happen? The power of plot compels you. Magical girl transformation. Yep. Well, the fact that he turned Dragoon form unabated there. He uses super attack. It's Dragon Cannon again. I didn't even see the other one, the 50% to all. Should have used that during the first against those tentacles. Should have kept the Pandora's bomb against the those other dudes there. But, you know, hindsight 2020 and all that. Got Bluey! Got him before the true final form. Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming this was his true final form when he absorbed Dragoon forms or whatever. Ooh, FM. That face.
Shauna!
Darn! I have been waiting for this moment.
I kept you waiting so long. I'm sorry.
This voice acting.
What?
Dare you? Inferior humans can
Oh crap.
outshine me, a god.
The final form.
Rose, the time has come. This is the end of our long journey.
Zeke,
Could you come with me?
yes. I will never leave you again.
This is so bad. This is so bad.
Dart, you have grown up. Father? I couldn't do anything for you as a father. Please forgive me. But
They're-
Father, we finally met. This isn't fair.
Dart, I'm so glad I met you.
Rose! Father!
Go, Dart.
My role is ended. Blaze the way to the future by yourselves.
This is your age to live with Shauna.
What are you talking about? We can all live together.
We were never meant to exist in this age.
No!
My age ended in remote antiquity. Farewell, Dart, and thank you.
Well, we know where most of that 16 million went. It definitely wasn't in the voice acting budget. It is a very impressive cutscene, though, like visually. Yeah, Rose is 11,000 years old. Same thing with Zieg. They're old.
Rose! Father!
Impressive nuke. Oh, I'm sure the Japanese version is probably pretty good. North American version, like, what the hell? Like, get some semi-decent voice actors. To be continued in Legend of Dragoon 2. Assuming it's over now. I'll see. Wait for credits. But yeah, I'm sure a good chunk of that $60 million budget was for that cutscene. Like, that cutscene was pretty impressive for 2000. Just seeing, like... seeing all the characters now. Like an epilogue. Yeah, the final boss was pretty easy. I mean, the annoying, like, insta-death thing kind of sucked, but other than that, I mean... It's a good thing we weren't stuck in Dragoon form when he used that attack that made the Dragoon super weak. All these, like, in-game cinematics. In-engine cinematics that totally couldn't have been done in-engine. You locked yourself out by accident for 20 minutes. That's never good. These would have been impressive if they were done like in-game. And the music definitely did not fit the final boss. Like, the music in between the final boss's transformations, that kind of felt, you know, like kind of epic final boss style music. And every time the transformation is done, you go back to that, like, that theme that totally did not fit the final boss. That music was just not good for the final boss. Thank you so much for playing my game. Time to go eat some cake. I'll also stop the timer because it's quite clear this is like the end. So we're getting like an epilogue. Well, the game is decent. I mean, there's some annoyances, like the extreme linear nature of it, with like very little in the way of, you know, side quests. Having to travel through areas over and over to get to and from different sections, you know, instead of your standard free roam overworld. Combat system, you know, it's a decent idea with the whole combat system, or the combo system, but it's just annoying for long stretches. His Ultimate War God made the combat a lot more bearable, otherwise, ugh. So yeah, I think 4 out of 5 would be fair for this game. No, I'm not gonna try. I wouldn't even know where to look for the. I'm assuming there's 50 Stardust in total. I have 48. Where would I even look for those? I have no idea where I missed them. No, it's still a fairly enjoyable game. That's why it's 4 out of 5. I mean, there's nothing in the game that really like pissed me off and soured my experience. It's just, you know, it wasn't like, you know, an amazing, fantastic game that, you know, I would choose over anything else. But it wouldn't be a game that would be sad of getting back then. I mean, it's like almost 80 hours. So definitely a good bang for your buck. Enjoyable, although extremely predictable. I mean, I predicted most of the ending right there. I kind of expected Lloyd to be the final boss some way, but he just comes. The game just kind of like, oh yeah, we forgot about Lloyd. Let's just kill him off at the end. You know what I mean, like, that's a pretty stupid, you know, kind of ending thing. Game freeze up on me. God, I think the game just froze up. Well, I guess it's an ending of some kind. Maybe it's just the end. That's it. I'm assuming there's supposed to be more ending. Yeah, just That's it. I'm not replaying that boss fight. God damn it, game. Game, please. Sorry, this game have an issue. Does have an issue with freezing the final cutscene, yeah, apparently. Ah. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to be YouTubing that. I mean, assuming there's no actual gameplay. One last short FMV, yeah. That sucks. Like right at the end. It's like YouTube video, it ends there. Well, it might depend on what version you're playing. Because apparently the greatest hits version of this game doesn't have the issues like I'm having on the PS3. Like it doesn't freeze between disc swaps like the PS3 does. I'm assuming this thing too. But as long as there's no actual gameplay, I'll probably just look up. I mean, we pretty much got an ending where like an epilogue. Obviously, there'd be something with like Rose or Dart and Shannon and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I'm assuming too. It kind of sucks. I mean, if there was a save right before, right after the final boss fight, I would pop my PS2 and play that. But I'm not redoing that final boss fight. Ugh. That sucks. Damn it, game. Pressing all the buttons, nothing's happening. Well, I'll have to call it there for this game because I ain't redoing that final boss fight. So it's a ending ... I'll have to look it up on YouTube for the last part of it. I got the there, we can always pull it up. There is the ending for everybody else. I'll have to look it up myself later. That kind of sucks, especially when it's right at the end. Like I said, Suikoden 2 had the same thing. Suikoden 2 was fine, and then it was just like everything was corrupted at the end. But Suikoden 2 final boss fight wasn't too bad to do. I mean, this one is not hard. It's just long. Anyways, yeah, on to Silver. All right, so give me a second here. Just gotta switch everything around from a Dreamcast. Just quit the game.